and you hurt real good. Come on over to the place I work, and all your loneliness I'll try to soothe. I'll play the blues for you. Don't be afraid. Come on in. You might run across some of your old friends, and all your loneliness I'll try to soothe. I'll play the blues for you.
Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3. I do not own the rights to the music you are listening to. Ain't no big name, ain't no big star. I'll play the blues for you on my guitar. All your loneliness I'll try to soothe. I'll play the blues for you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is War Smith coming at you live on Sunday afternoon, March 6, 2022. We are broadcasting from the Black News Network, coming at you Sunday at 3:30 p.m., as in every Sunday at 3:30 p.m. I am War Smith, your host, and I am the one that's here today for your show. We have a special guest coming on later on. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but he's always on time. Thank you for having me today. This is the War Report, broadcasting under the Black News Network. This is the real voice of Military City, U.S.A., bringing you the news from a black perspective. I do not own the rights to the music that you're listening to, but I do own the rights to what I say. So let's get cracking. We as black people are black against the world. We are black against the world. We say goodbye to another. Just another day. That's a coincidence. We say goodbye to another month, Black History Month, going by in February. Now we are moving into March with what we need to do with our people. So some of the things we're going to talk about, definitely we're going to talk about Ukraine and Russia, but that's just going to be out there somewhere along the show. But we're not going to jump right off the bat with Ukraine and Russia. Now, if you notice, all of the month of February, I came at you with my African attire. So this time in this month, in March 2022, I'm probably going to be broadcasting and coming at you with Western wear. So I'm ready to go get on my horse today, y'all. So let's get cracking. And I want to thank you for coming in and joining me in the Black News Network. We're going to see what we can get done today. What does the following things have in common? I mean, I was just looking through some information, and I found that all these things have one thing in common. And I'm just going to name them off to you, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to tell me what you think they are. If you want to answer, type it in there on your Facebook Live. You can join. Matter of fact, you can join me on Facebook Live. You can also join me on Instagram and Twitter. It's always the Black News Network. And you can also find me on TikTok, the Black News Network. I'm going to have to put all that information in and get it out there to you. So we got TikTok. I need you to follow me and like. We got Instagram. I need you to follow me and like. We got, what's the other things out there they got? Facebook. I need you to follow me and like. Now, all those likes and subscribes that you do, don't forget the YouTube video, helps us to keep this show on the road. So I'd appreciate it if you ever tune in, if you ever come out for a listen or a peek at what we're doing here on the Black News Network. Just put in your check mark or write you a little comment or say you like or say you don't like. Whatever the hell you feel like saying, say it. I don't care. But anyway, we're talking about sugar, white sugar, one of the worst things you can get for your body. Sugar is not good for black men, especially black. I'm just talking about black men right now because black men don't understand how the metabolism of the body works when it comes to what that sugar does. So I'm going to name the rest of these items, and then I'm going to go into talking about how our metabolism work to turn our food into muscle, or turn our food into energy, or turn our food into fat. Now, if you look around, most black men walking around with a pot belly. Now, some people like to say it's hereditary, and I'm one of those people that say it's hereditary. My daddy had a pot belly. My brother got a pot belly. Everybody I know got a pot belly in my family, that is. So pot bellies are something that we all have. I got somebody laughing at me for saying something like that, but let the truth be told, we all got pot bellies. So sugar, in my opinion, is probably one of the biggest reasons we all have those pot bellies. The second thing that I want to talk about is white flour. White flour turns brown when you put it on chicken and put it in that grease. That chicken crust come out so good and crunchy. Oh man, I can taste some right now. That chicken is good. That crust is even better. But that crust is killing you, black men. That's what it is. I'm telling you, that fried damn chicken is what's breaking you off and about to get rid of you. So my suggestion to you is to stop frying that damn chicken and put it in the oven and bake it, because that white flour is killing you. That white flour is killing you. I ain't trying to be funny, y'all. I'm just telling you the damn truth. Let the truth be told. I'm going to tell it to you. This is the Black News Network, broadcasting under the War Report, bringing you the news from a black perspective. The third item I'm going to talk about is rice. Now, when rice come out the field, rice ain't white. That rice is polished and shine, and the nutritions are taken out of it. So now that you're eating rice white, it turns into, what do they call that? Carbohydrates. And them carbohydrates don't do a damn thing for you, but wait for you to get accumulated around your belly. So that's three things: white sugar, white flour, white rice, and this is the one that we all struggle with: salt. White salt. It can be sea salt, it can be damn swamp salt, it can be river salt. It don't damn matter. Salt is salt is salt. Salt is what causes your arteries to start to clog up and grow all that shit inside your arteries. Cause you to have a heart attack. Cause you your blood to thicken and slow down. So my suggestion to you is to stop taking that so much damn salt and find a salt substitute, and maybe that'll help you when it comes to your blood pressure. Most people that eat a lot of salt got high blood pressure. And what's the first thing we do when we sit down at a restaurant as black men? And like I said earlier, I'm talking to the black men today. When we first sit down at the damn table, we don't know what the hell the food tastes like. The first thing we want to do is pick up a salt shaker, because we are conditioned mentally to sit down at the table and pick up the salt shaker and put some salt on your food. You need to get out of them damn bad habits that we have inherited. Picking up a salt shaker when you don't even know the taste of the food is dumb. And I've done it, and I probably still do it occasionally. But I see people time and time again picking up that damn salt shaker, and they don't even know what the damn food tastes like. They put the salt on there before they do anything else. Kind of crazy. But that's what they do. I know, I heard something over there. I was looking around. And, all right, see you later, honey. Anyways, salt. We've talked about white sugar. We talked about flour. We talked about rice. We talked about salt. And now we're going to talk about one more thing, and that's milk. The commonality of the 5 things that I just mentioned, they all are white. You got white flour, You got white sugar, you got white rice, you got white salt, and you got white milk. All these five things we love as black men. And because we love these five things, we consume these five things without even having a second thought about how that stuff provides a nutritional value to our body. It doesn't. I'm going to try to explain this. I'm not a physician. I'm not a nurse's aide or a nurse or none of that. What I'm going to try to do, though, is tell you how this shit works, because this work I had to learn the hard damn way. You know, I'd say September, when I left Casa de Smitty's, I was at 260 pounds. And because I was at 260 pounds, my body just didn't feel right. I was tired. So today, my current weight is 243 pounds. And I'm not ashamed to tell you, because who cares? Who gives a shit which way? It's your weight. You carry it well. I'm sure you do, because that's who you are. But my point is, I've lost these pounds from 260 to 243 in these several months. But I've lost these pounds by not eating not eating the way I used to eat, because I've been conditioned to clean my plate too. You know, that's what my mom made me do. Clean your damn plate before you get up on that table. You're going to sit your ass down there all day. If you don't clean that plate, you're not getting up from that table. So you got to clean your plate, and sometimes you got to lick it too. You don't leave shit. Sometimes the food be so good, you're going to lick it anyway. Anyway, once you clean, you get in that condition where you got to have salt on your food. You got to have that, clean your plate. You gain weight. But what you have to do, my people, you have to reverse that thought process and change the way you look at it. Because if you're eating dinner at 9, 10 o'clock at night, then you go to bed with 2 to 4 pounds of food on your stomach, that food, your body gonna put you to sleep. You're gonna sleep hard and you're gonna sleep good, because all your energy is now being converted to your stomach to digest your food. So the rest of your body just knocked the hell out. You going to sleep. So now you got to worry about, you ain't really got to worry about, you ain't gonna lose no damn weight, but your body will know to burn the calories of the dinner or the food you just ate last night. Once you eat that food, now you get up in the morning and say to your body, damn, I'm hungry. We're going to get us some breakfast. So you go in the kitchen, you fix yourself a couple of eggs, some sausage patties, some toast. You eat that. Now you still haven't given your body an opportunity to burn its own fat. And it's not going to burn its own fat unless you give it that opportunity. So when you get up in the morning and go cook you that big breakfast, or you got to have something on your stomach, except for a big jug of water, you are creating an imbalance of your body's metabolism, because your body now is not going to touch the reserves that you got hanging around your waist. Your body not going to touch that. Your body is going to start to consume what you ate that morning. That's how you end up remaining the same weight and not losing any weight, and not being able to figure out why you're not losing weight. You're thinking now, oh, I need some liposuction. I need some bypass surgery or some bullshit like that, or some lap band. You know, I ain't gonna say that's bad stuff, but some people find it really, really difficult to lose weight. And for those people that find it difficult to lose weight, by all means, do it any way you see fit, because it's your body and your temple to God that you have to cherish or not. So all I'm saying by mentioning these five things: sugar, white flour, white rice, salt, milk, it all got one thing in common in white men. It is killing our black people. They are killing our black people. Those things are killing us. So we are black people. We're the last of our own. and we're basically blind. We're lost in our own spotlight. Now, what does that mean? Being lost in your own spotlight, basically saying, is that you can no longer see where you're going. Now, that don't sound right, does it? Doesn't sound like it makes much sense. So let's see, what does being lost in your own spotlight mean? It means that you got a direction, you know where you want to go, and you go there, and when you get there, you don't know why the hell you went there. For instance, you got to run in the bathroom and pick up this, and then you get sidetracked because your cell phone go off, but you still got to run in the bathroom. And so now your cell phone go off. You look at it. No, I ain't fucking with that. You go on into the bathroom, and now you don't know what the hell you went to the bathroom for, because you are blinded in your own spotlight. Your spotlight was to get to that bathroom and get what you needed, but because your cell phone rang and you stopped to entertain it, you forgot what you were going in that bathroom for. So that is how you get blinded in your own spotlight. You got to know where you're going. And you can't take that out on somebody else when you don't get there and you don't know. We wonder how. Let me see. Oh, you ask a kid what they want to do. What are they going to tell you? The first thing they're going to say, I want to play basketball when they grow up. I want to play football when they grow up. I want to play baseball when they grow up. So now these kids grow up and they find out that these career paths that the parents allowed them to believe that they could pursue, they can't even touch them because they don't have the technical skills, the intestinal fortitude, or whatever it may take for them to go into those careers. And not only are they going into those careers, 20,000 other people are going in those careers too. So you got to be gifted and lucky at the same time. Gifted and lucky to be in those careers. But how many times have you heard the kids say, I want to play basketball. I want to be an NFL player. And the kid weighed about 125 pounds and 5'1", 5'2". Talking about he want to be a quarterback. You know, certain people have to fit certain molds in order for certain things to happen. And everybody that want to be a professional athlete, 99.999% of them ain't gonna make it. That one lucky one is gonna go ahead and do it. One lucky one will make it through. Only one out of 100,000. It's millions of people trying to get into these professional sports. And then I'm gonna talk about them later on. But there are three things we possessed. We possess in life. And those three things shape our character and tell us who we're going to be. For instance, we know what we inherit. So if we wanted to talk about what we were inherited in life, I feel like I inherited my big belly from my daddy. So I also feel like I inherited my jawline from my Choctaw heritage. I inherited my good hair from my Indian bloodline. So all these different things come from different places and different parts of your life. And you inherit certain things. You inherit your walk. You inherit the digestive tract that you have. You inherit the food that you like. Because why is it when you go to the doctor is always asking you, do you have a family history of high blood pressure? Do you have a family history of heart failure? Do you have a family history of kidney disease? They want to know if this is hereditary and it's been passed on in your family. Unfortunately, in most of our Black people, most of those things have been passed on to us. Those are the things that we have inherited from our ancestors and from our past. Now, nothing's wrong with that because people inherit things from everywhere. We're just talking about physicalities, psychologically and physiologically. All right. We also know what we hear. What we hear is what people tell us when they run up on us. Oh, hey man, your shoe untied. Okay, now you know your shoe's untied. Okay, you know you got to be at work at 8 o'clock, and somebody come over and tell you, say, hey man, you know you can't be late on this job because Mr. Billy will fire your ass if you are. So you have to make a decision, a conscious effort to get your ass up in the morning and be at that job on time because you don't want Mr. Billy to be mad at you and fire you. Because that's exactly what he's going to do if you're late, if you listen to what you heard from Joe Smucko or Larry Lunchmeat or even Willie Foo telling you all this stuff. And lastly, we know what we are taught. You know, we go through school to get educated. We go through school to learn different things. I still know a song that I was taught in the 11th grade, and here it is 40, 50 years later. I don't know, it's got to be over 50 years ago. I learned this song and I still can sing it. And I'm not going to sing it, I'm just going to say a few of the words to it. And I'm not Mexican either. Ese lunar que tiene cielito lindo junto a la boca. Noche los de nadie. Cielito lindo, los corazones. The song is, ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores, porque cantanos el gran cielito lindo, los corazones. Now, see, I learned that song when I was in the 11th grade, and that was 50 years ago. And that song has stuck in my damn head. I couldn't forget that song if I tried. I keep thinking about it, and I'm always saying it, and I always sing it. Anyways, I just had to tell you that's something, some things you remember during a lifetime, or sometime we don't. We must disable our disabling belief systems. As Black people, we've inherited a lot of disabling belief systems. And we're not going to get rid of these disabling belief systems if we don't start to pay attention to what we are doing and how we are doing it. We can't just get rid of these things because, okay, I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm no longer going to possess a disabling belief system that makes me want to eat salt. So I got to consciously put forth the effort to make me change, and I cannot blame anybody on me not making a change but me. You ever notice how some people don't change when they should change, and they end up with things that they are not trying to have. They say, well, I want to be a professional ball player, but I ain't feeling like going. I don't want to go to the gym. I'm good enough already. I want to be a professional track star, but I don't need to train. I want to be a gymnast, but I don't need to go to the gym every damn day and get on that damn balance beam or hit the bars. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You don't have the discipline. If you don't have the discipline to go do what is required of you to obtain this particular career field that you're trying to go into, then it's your fault and not anybody else's. So you see how people get mad at you for being a success story. You see how people get mad at you for being able to do the things that they can't do. You see how people get mad at you because you took the time and put the work in to accomplish the goals that you set out to accomplish, and they did not. So now they want to call you a chicken head, or whatever they call you, or what do they say? They call them a head. I don't know what they call them, but they call them a person that's following people, and that you got your head up your boss's butt or something like that. They're telling you you're doing all this because you are successful. You have obtained that higher position in corporate America. You have done the things that you need to do to get to the other side of the mountain. Because it's your responsibility as an individual to make yourself qualified if you're not qualified. In other words, Boeing threw something in my face when I worked down there a long time ago. They told me, well, we can't promote you because you don't have a bachelor's degree. Shit. About 2 months later, I had a bachelor's degree. Now give me my damn management position. And they gave it to me. But when people put limitations in front of you for you to obtain the goals that you know you qualified to have, F them damn limitations, get off your butt and get out there and get it done. Because you can do it. That's what we've been able to do that since the Underground Railroad. We've had people escape from slavery from down in Mississippi and make it all the way up to Canada, following Harriet Tubman's trail and the Underground Railroad. It may take months, but they got away from slavery. And they did it because of the intestinal fortitude to be free. They did it, but they did it because they really, really, really wanted something. They wanted their freedom, and that's why they struggled to get it. So all I'm saying to you, my friend and my brothers, is that we have to make our young kids see this and do this because they can do it just like we have. Everybody ain't going to be that top $1 million seller, but if you be $100,000 seller, you're just as good because you're successful. Now, I was thinking of something earlier today about failure and success. Just because you didn't get that prestigious job you wanted to have, but you did everything you could do to get that prestigious job that you wanted to have. So now you got everybody looking at you, all your peers looking at you, and people are saying, hey, man, you fucked up, didn't you? You didn't, excuse my language, I don't use that word. You didn't make it. You didn't make it there because you didn't get qualified enough. That's not a failure. That is not a failure. And that's what people want to do, is label you with failure because you did not get what society expected you to get. The success in failure is the effort that you put into getting what you were looking for. That is always a success story because it takes you to get out there and try to do something that you may obtain or that you may not get. And if you may not get it, that is not considered a failure. That is still a success. It's a success because you had the nerve and the gumption and the willpower to go out and try it and do it, which other people didn't have that because they failed before they even started. How many times have you thought of doing something and somebody just, it ain't never been done before, and somebody come up and say, that ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. They're telling you it ain't going to work, and they don't even know. They've never done it before because they already shot themselves in the foot saying it's not going to work, and they're not going to do it because it's not going to work. I can't stand somebody that's going to walk up to me and say, it's not going to work. I had a mechanic in the Army named, I forget his name, but he said, we used to do a lot of work on 2.5 ton, 5 tons, Jeep, Gamma Goats, trucks. When the M880s was the first one to come out in the field, we were one of the first units to get one at Fort Bragg. And we had to put starters, alternators, all that stuff on real quick. And I had a guy to tell me, it ain't going to work. So I took that damn hydrovac and dropped it in a bucket of grease and gave it to him and told him to put it on that damn 2.5 ton. And he did it. It did work. Just because he said it wasn't going to work, I had to make him understand that it would work. So don't let nobody tell you what your ins and outs are, because at the end of the day, there's only one person going to answer for your failures, your successes, your failures, your efforts, your everything else. Only one person got to answer for that, and that's you. So if you don't do it because somebody else said don't do it, don't blame somebody else because you didn't accomplish your goals in life. Don't make excuses because you didn't accomplish your goals in life. There's so many things that you can do in life without having somebody to tell you what to do. And the closer you get to the prize, somebody's going to come around and say, hey, you ought to do it this way. Hey, you ought to do it that way. Hey, you ought to do it that way or that way or that way. They always want to come to you and try to tell you how to do your own shit. You already know how to do it, but when you were struggling and had your knees scraped on the ground because you were working so damn hard and putting all these damn hours into what you were trying to do, nobody wanted to help. Everybody wanted to sit back and say, man, look at that fool over there doing that stupid shit. They want to stand offish. But the moment you cross over that hill and start to be a success story in the business that you love and you put all that work in, then now everybody want to tell you how to run it. You ever notice? That's a damn shame. 100 people will come to you and say, do this that way. And then they got the audacity to get mad at you when you don't do it their way. I don't know what to say about all that. You know how we are. You don't know what you need until you really need it. You got to make sure you try to know. That means you got to cover every base you can get on to find out what you need. Now, I recommend that every single person in life try at least one business venture. Everybody should try at least one business venture because I'm going to give you a scenario, and I think you're going to like this one. When you go to your cubicle from Monday through Friday, right? If you look around, and what do you see? You're going to see walls. Now, let's say you worked at a job for 20 years and you sit at the same desk for 20 years and you looked around for 20 years and you saw the same cell. Because that's all it is. They gave it a pretty damn name, a cubicle, but in reality, it's a damn cell. It's a volunteered cell that every day, Monday through Friday, you report to duty inside your cell. When you walk in that office and look around, everybody got a cell that goes in there. You go in your cell and you can't come out your cell most of the damn time unless somebody's controlling where you go. If you come out your cell, your prison, you're going to end up walking somewhere and then somebody, as soon as you walk away from your desk, the damn phone start ringing. Somebody come looking for you. You can't even go take a leak some damn time. People bother you so much in jail because that's where you are. What's the difference between what you're doing in that cubicle and what you're doing in prison? It's the same damn thing. It's just a different concept. The principles are the same. So if you're tired of being in prison, sitting in that cubicle for the last 10 years, you need to try at least one entrepreneurial spirit that you have. Not my spirit, not Joe Blow, not Larry Lunchmeats, not Willie Foo-Foos, but yours. What you want to do. Don't try to do what I did. Do what you like doing, because if you do something that you don't like, you're not going to be successful at it. You're not. You got to do something that you like doing. So all I'm saying is get out that damn cubicle and go try something. But you're in that cubicle from Monday to Friday to get a damn paycheck on Friday. And what you do? You go out and find ways to give it back to the damn people that you just got it from, the white man. You gonna go out to the damn store now. You got money. You finna go spend that shit. So you go out to the store, you spend your money, you pay your bill, you pay your mortgage, you pay all that stuff, you pay your light bill, your water bill, and what you got left over, you're going to take it on downtown. You finna go get drunk, or go get your head bad, or go get you a bottle of yak. That's what I used to do. I'm just talking about me. That's what I did. I go pay my bills, head straight to the liquor store, get me some damn yak, go get my head bad. When I get my head bad, then I might want to go to the club that night. Go to the club drunk, driving. The police roll up. Now I'm wondering what the hell they want with me. Why are they rolling up on me? They rolling up on me because I'm about to kill somebody drunk driving. That is the problem. So I had to learn. Have you ever known how easy it is for white people to start a business and how difficult it is for black people to start a business? When we try to start a business, we catch holy damn hell. We got to touch every damn base. We got to cross every damn T, and we got to dot every damn I. It's too damn much. It's too much for black people to start a business. Why is it so easy for white people to start a business? It seems like they can start a damn business taking the toe jam out between your toes and become millionaires from doing it. That's what they do. I don't give a damn what it is. Hey, we're going to have a damn cheese. We're going to have a cheese company, and we're going to put some damn raw meat with it, and we're going to set it up down on the Riverwalk. Now, how is it that they can do that, and then they become successful? This damn place down there by Smitty's used to be Dignity Meats. That place came out of no damn where and opened after I had opened, and they still damn open. The white folks go over there and buy that shit every damn day it's open. They support that business. It's about the economics, y'all. It's about the money. It's about the money. If the money is not staying in your pocket or in your community, then you screwed. Chinese people know the damn secret. They're not going to put your ass in their stove. You're not going to work in no Chinese stove. They'll put you in a hair stove because you're out there supporting the hell out of them, buying hair from their asses. You can imagine how many millions of dollars that went back to the Chinese from black people buying shit in that store. So naturally, they're going to put a black woman up there to help with the sale, and the black woman up there working, acting like it's her shit. Should be letting people walk out of there with every damn thing they want. But they ain't going to do that. They're going to sit there. They don't want to lose their job. Excuse me. That's all I'm saying is we got to learn how, as black people, to keep our money in our neighborhood. And now, don't get me wrong. We all going to go to Red Lobster, to Papa Do's. We're going to go to the soup factory. We're going to go places we're going to eat. Because I like to eat out, too. I like seafood. But all I'm saying is, rather than do it all the damn time, when you know you're wasting money and you going out doing things, don't waste it anywhere. Waste it in your own community. Help your community to grow. Now, San Antonio is the hardest damn place in America for middle-class Americans to make it grow because we don't have no neighborhood in San Antonio. Not a single damn black neighborhood in the city of San Antonio, 1.4 million people. No black neighborhoods. That's pretty sad, but it's true. So how are you going to circulate your money in the black neighborhood when there ain't no damn black neighborhoods? It's pretty damn hard. So you got to be creative. I just talk about this stuff because this happens all over the country, not just in San Antonio. It happens in Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, all these damn places, North Carolina, South Carolina. You know, there's some beautiful black communities out there in North Carolina and South Carolina. Beautiful black communities in Mississippi. I grew up in a place where 99.99% of the residents, everybody were black. Everybody were black. I went to a high school with 2,000 people with one white person. Every teacher on campus was black. Everybody. So There are black communities out there, but we have to be the ones to find and make and build those black communities. Because if we don't put forth that effort to do it, it'll never happen. So again, and you ain't gonna find no black person working in no Mexican restaurant. You ain't gonna find no black person working in no Chinese restaurant. You ain't gonna find no black person working in no Indian hotel unless they cleaning up the rooms or something. But you know, they reserve these lower level echelon jobs for black people if they want the job. And they don't give a damn if they get the job or not because they don't really clean up these rooms no way. You know, you need to see that they don't even change the sheets half the time, and I don't blame them. You don't have time for all that shit for $8 an hour. So I definitely understand. That's why I always say at least try one thing, one thing, one type of entrepreneurial job. Glad to see you, Renato. How you been? How's that motorcycle going? I know you're ready to ride. Are we going to Gonzales this year? Looking forward to it, my friend. Glad to see you out. America can always find a pathway to try and help somebody become free. Like they found a pathway to help Ukraine by sending them billions and billions of dollars. Them very same billions of dollars, which I'm glad the United States decided to help them and give them some money. But that same billions and billions of dollars could have been the initial down payment for our damn reparations. But we ain't seen no damn reparations, and we probably never will. I'm pretty sure I won't see it in my lifetime. But I think that the American government owes us money as black people, native black people, born here under slave, as descendants of slave ancestry. We're due. You owe us money, America. We built this place for no money. We built the White House. We built all of D.C. for no money. And then we had to escape to Canada. And we escaped to Canada through Detroit. All right. We ain't got the money. All right, when you get your check, let me go back and finish what I was saying about that. When you get your check, you go out and get your little libations, get your head bad for a minute. Then all of a sudden you want to get in your car and drive, so you get pulled over by the police. Now they're going to give you the sobriety test and take you down to the jail because they found out that you done had a little too much to drink. Now here comes Monday morning, you got to go over to the sheriff to the courthouse so you can pay your bail. If you didn't get somebody to bail you out over the weekend, now you're on paper because you got to come back to court. And when you come back to court, you're going to be found guilty or not guilty. And then you're going to have to pay a fine. And you're going to have to pay that fine. And then you're going to be on paper for having a DUI, DWI. And then, so you're going to have a choice. You're going to take that safety driver's course, or you're going to pay that exorbitant amount of money, which now they're in your pocket again. Well, on that one paycheck that you just got. So in reality, the paycheck you just got, you got it to pay the community, to give it away to the state, to give it away to the city, and to give it away to the county. That's what you just paid for. We keep living on credit, y'all. If you got credit cards, I've seen some people with 5, 7, 10 credit cards. Credit cards, credit cards, credit cards. Why do you think every time you look in the mailbox, you see somebody telling you, you just got approved for $50,000? But yet, when you go and say, all right, let me get my money, they ain't going to get to you. They're going to say, well, fill out this paperwork and we're going to run it through our system and see exactly how much you approve for. Because normally if they say you approve for 50,000, that means you approve for $50. And they got to go and run your credit, run your social security number to try to tell what you're available for. That's not how it's supposed to work, y'all, but that's how it works in America. I have a short poem that I want to read to you, and I'm sorry if it's not worded correctly. I heard it somewhere, and I'm not the author of the poem, but I thought it had so much legitimate information that we should be able to hear it and understand the pain that this young person that wrote it suffers. Our mama crying with pain while holding the remains. It's a massacre in black. We calling all frat brothers, Masons, Qs, Alphas, Zetas, 3 and 4 ladder Masons, husbands, brothers, cousins, dads, uncles, and friends to knock the youngsters upside the head. Take away that Glock. Replace it with knowledge and skills. Replace it with knowledge and skills to teach them how to weld, to teach them how to sew, teach them how to saw, to teach them how to cook, to teach them how to build, teach them how to be a construction worker, teach them everything except how to use that damn Glock. And you may want to teach them that too, but you got to teach them that with some responsibility. But right now, if he's out there teaching himself how to use that Glock, he's not learning how to do it with the responsibility. Give these young brothers out there that's killing each other a hug. Let them know that we can care about them and that we do care about them. The graveyards and the penitentiaries are filling up with our young people. They're filling up with young black men. And it, you know, the longer I read this poem, the sadder I get about it, because it's the damn truth. I mean, our young black men are killing each other, and they're ending up in the prison, and they're ending up in the cemetery. That's where they're going. I stand on the front line to teach them power, unity, and love. And I stand on the front line to make sure that these kids understand that they can be safe in our communities, because we don't want it to be a massacre. Take them under your wing, big brother. Teach them the value of being a human being. If you teach them that, maybe they won't be killing themselves. We must stop the violence. What will it take for us to stop the killing of our young men? The news, CNN, ABC, CBS, and CBS have us seeing deja vu every single day. Because every day, what's the first thing you hear on the news? You hurry up and get home from work. You get in there, you want to see, well, let's see how the traffic is. Let's see if there was a new world development here for the AIDS virus or for COVID-19 or whatever. But yet, when you turn on the news, first thing they're going to say, black man shot and killed on the east side of San Antonio. Now, if it wasn't on the east side of San Antonio, and if it wasn't a black man, they'd probably say person was shot and killed over on the north side, and they rushed him to the hospital, and we don't know if he survived or died. They're not going to say the race, and most times they're not going to say that they whatever side of town they're from. They're just going to say a person was shot. So it's all in the verbiage and how they do these things, but they target black people first. They target us, and there's always a target on our back. We fight without a cause. We kill without a purpose. No insurance plans, using GoFundMe to bury our man. Ain't that some shit? Using GoFundMe to bury our men. That's the kind of stuff we do. We love putting their pictures on a t-shirt. We love to see our community hurt, because that's what we're doing. We're hurting our community, y'all, and we're hurting them bad. In San Antonio, there were 16 accidental shootings for the city for this 2 months, or right here at the beginning of the third month. 16 shootings in 2022. That's bad. San Antonio had 5 shootings in one weekend in a 72-hour period. They had 5 different shootings all across this city. That's what we've had to deal with here in San Antonio. San Antonio Police Department professionals, they had a developmental assessment and they failed. Now, they were talking to all the leaders and all the people in the high places, and they failed because they failed to take in account that these people are in those positions to take care of us, and they're not doing it. Can you trust the police to come to your house? Can you trust the police to come in your house and not give you grief? No, you can't. You can't do it. 40 officers had issues with being part of San Antonio Police Department. In the city of San Antonio, the only thing that was canceled was the Martin Luther King Commission. Now, why is it that the only thing canceled was the Martin Luther King Commission? The only thing. Everybody running around, oh, COVID, oh, Omicron, oh, all these damn different Delta virus, all these different complaints that people are sick and you got to take the shot, and people still up in people's faces like it ain't nothing. Like these diseases are gone and gone away. But how can you say that the coronavirus, COVID-19, went away when the Delta variant came on the scene? And who's to say that the Corona 19, the Delta variants, and the last one, Omicron, when it came on the scene, that the other two disappeared? But it seems like we as Americans act like ain't shit happening and like this ain't real. Every day that I walk out this house, I still put my mask on. And I'd recommend the same thing for you. You walk out the house, put your mask on. Don't take this shit for granted because people are dying. They are still dying out there. I don't think they're reporting it as the way they used to when they first started off. Seemed like they were trying to make that quota, and they made that quota. What I'm going to do now is say one more thing to you, and I'm going to leave you with this for tonight. Knowing that Russia and Ukraine and Poland is discriminating against our black people on the border, and then we here in America act like we want to pray for Poland, we want to pray for Ukraine, but yet I'm going to tell you something that you don't know. You may or may not know. I ain't going to say you don't know. I'm going to say you may or may not know. Russia is the only country on the planet that has not exploited the use of black people or the use of black land. Everybody else has tried to go over there and start shit and take over shit and do shit. That's what they've done. Finally, the United States wants to liberate Ukraine. Do you know that Emmett Till, there was an act passed by Emmett Till, the Anti-Lynching Act was finally approved into law. The Anti-Lynching Act approved into law in 2022. The city ain't had a damn hanging in a long time, but now there's an Anti-Lynching Act. This same act was presented over 200 times. Over 200 times. That's a lot. You remember growing up in school? This is my last thing. You remember growing up in school, right? We stood up in the morning every day. We'd say a little prayer, and we were required to say what they call the Pledge of Allegiance. We pledge allegiance to your flag of the United States of your America, and to your republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisibly, with liberty and justice for y'all.
Just another night.
I'm going with blues today
What can I say?
because I'm feeling in a somber mood about us being black and about us being against the world. That's what we have to contend with everywhere.
Gonna head back home.
That's what we have to do. We gotta fight for the right to be free as black men in America. Every day we have a fight. The day you walk out of your house onto the street in any neighborhood in America, if you're black, you better be prepared to fight. If you're black, you better be prepared to be discriminated against. If you're black, you better be prepared to be arrested. If you're black, you better be prepared to be killed. There are so many cemeteries over Washington, D.C. And these are black cemeteries. And they're disappearing. They're disappearing because nobody wants to maintain these cemeteries. I think I'm going to pick up on this topic next week. The title for our next week topic, the disappearing cemetery. It's something about 4 o'clock every day. Almost like my nap time. You know how we get this age, we gotta go sit down somewhere. But I love what I do. I love being able to bring some news to you. This is War Smith with the War Report. Well, thank you for coming to the Black News Network. The real voice of Military City, U.S.A. We bring you the news from a black perspective. I do not own the rights to the music, but I do own the rights to what I say.
Day by day, night by night, what you do today, everything's gonna be alright. On my one way, take it back to you, baby. Oh, you gotta move on. Well, we gotta move on.
Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in.
Just another day.